Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? Today is Monday, October 3rd, 2022. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Sonia Marie. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate that thing here. You saw my face or possibly a title and said, that looks interesting. Well, I'm glad you showed up. This is a really safe space, even though it's the public. And we come here to share some astrological information. If you've been here before, well, welcome back. I appreciate you. And I will let you know that a girl is a little tired. So I'm going to try to do my best to move in a way in which is quick enough and we're not on here for 3 hours and and can give you some information. Why am I tired, you ask? Were you at Sound and Soul yesterday? Because if you were, you would know. A girl is so full of music and good people and awesome connections. And I was there literally all day from 9 until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It was a great time, y'all. But please do not be dismayed. If you didn't catch this event, I'm sure Soul and Sound will have another event very soon. And I know Blavity.org is hooking up with Afrotech, like I said on Instagram. And your girl will be in Austin, Texas. Yes, with Blavity.org at the weekend of in the weekend of November 11th, the 11th, 12th, and the 13th. Yep, speaking on astrology and basically how to maintain and manage your business through the three big obvious, that sun, that moon, and that rising. And y'all that come on here know exactly what I'm talking about because we talk about it all the time. And we most of the time mostly end these particular broadcasts by doing a little free read with people with their sun, their moon, and their rise. So if you know that, please put your info up when I ask. And if you don't know, you have a little bit of time because I'm going to go through the week and you can go to ALABE.com. There's a bunch of free websites, or I should say websites that can pull up your chart for free. But I do know natal, whew, ALABE.com. Astrolab, I believe, is the complete name. They can do it really quickly. Just put your time, your date, and your place of birth in there, and they give you a little synopsis. So you're not looking for it on your chart. If you don't know how to read a chart, how would you know? So ALABE.com has a little synopsis on the bottom, and it lists your rising sign, your sun sign, your moon sign. Just like that. And then you can tell me, and I can give you a free read. Or better yet, sign up for a reading. The information is in the description box below. Please and very please, I'd appreciate that. I also do couples readings, which I love to do. It's absolutely my favorite, especially when parents come with their shorties, like their daughter or their son or two of their kids. The tops is three because that's a lot of people I got to read. But in any case, I love doing those types of reads. Check my website at wordlifeastrology.com and get on that thing there. Who's in the place to be? Ramon Clark is here. What up, Tamra? How you doing, sweet tea? Desiree is here. Hi, Angie. What's up? Oh, Life Dance is in the place. Medea, I ran into your friend Kimberly yesterday at Soul and Sound. She is the bomb diggity. She's so cute. I wonder if she's on here right now. Let me see. Ikeo. I hope I pronounced that name. Happy Monday. I hope I pronounced that correct. Now, look, I can't blame it on Mercury, can I? Shit all in my throat already. Carmesita, what's going on? Kate Lauren, what's happening? What's up, Vaughn? How are you? What's going on, everybody? I'm so glad you're here. Yes, she is a sweet lady, Medea, and thank you for the who just left that comment about my lipstick. I just missed it. Oh, sweet tea. Thank you, honey. Yeah, she's a sweet lady, and it was really good to see her and squeeze her. We had an awesome time yesterday. Also, for those that are on the fence about the Village Hut, please do your best and sign up quicker than quick. There are a few more spots available, and we begin on October 11th. The Village Hut is you and I and a few other people coming together for 4 months. We have a weekly Zoom situation in which I'm going to teach you how to read Western astrology natal charts. But it's bigger than that, to be honest with you. Excuse me, because I deal with this sacred intuitive art from a healing perspective. with our ancestors and guides and angels in mind, we do a lot of reworking. We rework ourselves, we rework our relationship with spirit, and then we get into astrology. Because, in my opinion, astrology is more than entertainment. We're trying to get this thing right here on the planet. And as above, so below. So we actually utilize the stars and the universe in that way. Ooh, it's not Mercury this time, y'all. I'm just tired. Tired. Oh, boss, I'm tired. And by the way, you see these gosh darn earrings my Biggs gave me? I call my big sister Naila Biggs, if you ever hear me say that. And she was so sweet after I did my talk yesterday. I think it was like a nice little gift to say, "You did a good job, cutie." And I graciously accepted them. I love my Bigs. Aren't they beautiful? And they're really strong. I have this thing about wearing earrings and them being strong enough to hold like just daily activity. If they're gonna be on like pow, 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 you never know. You might be running for the bus. You might trip and fall. Boop. You might, somebody hit you. You will get caught in your clothes. You want your earrings to be strong. In any case, I love them and I love you, Biggs. I hope you're watching. Okay, let's get down on this thing because I'm about to get off of this thing. Oh, thank you, True Empress. Yep, girl, cut the hair. Had a big old blow, big old fro blow fro. Had to get it down. Cut the energy off of COVID. I said that all wrong. Cut the energy out of my hair that started around COVID. I swear we're gonna get through this alive. Goodness gracious, how y'all doing? Y'all doing good? How was your weekend? You feeling better that Mercury is direct? I know I am. I felt like a little bit of a cloud kind of lifted up off my shoulders. What about you? What about you? Listen, this week is slightly uneventful until we get to the end of the week. And it's almost like the end of the week with that full moon in Aries is enough to cover the whole week. to be really, really truthful with you. So I'm gonna take my time, or I should say, I'm gonna fly through this in a way, but I'm gonna take my time expressing how that full moon in Aries is gonna come out for you. And I would love for you to ask any questions, any looming questions you may have, and then also prepare to give me your sun, your moon, and your rise. I'd love to read that for you if I haven't already. Please don't try to get a second read up in this joint. Today, the moon is in Capricorn. Do y'all feel it? Is it time to like get together, get things together, practical and organized? Like you feeling like a boss, you feeling like you're in control, Janet Jackson. You feel like feeling a little pompous, a little self-righteous out this mug. You know what happens oftentimes, squirrel, but not really. When the moon is in Capricorn, um oftentimes people find people to put them on pedestals. Oftentimes people find people in situations in order to look perfect, to basically validate what it is that they're going through. Understand what I'm trying to say? I hope y'all got that. When the moon is in Capricorn, and this is for everybody, there's a possibility that you can slide down that road of putting something and somebody way up on top, or having a perfect ideal of them, then to crash down later on. um, Capricorn energy is very, very practical and oftentimes very realistic. However, it's always looking for the best in something because it's always looking for the worst in something. I know that sounds so contrary, but the bottom line is that it's either or. It's a pessimistic sign, but at the same time, it's always looking for you to do your best to go to the top. And if you don't, then you're fucking doomsday, and then you fell to the bottom and you're worth nothing. That's dramatic, but that's the way I feel it in my head. And the thing about that thing is, though, when the moon is in Capricorn, we're always looking for something perfect. We're always looking for something to control. We're always looking for something to define us, to judge. You understand? Be careful of that because people are human, people are people. You understand what I'm saying? And so are you. So don't expect too much out of yourself, neither. Neither. You saw the Yonkers come out of there right now, right here. Yes, sir. You heard that? You heard that? What up, Baba? How you doing? You heard that? So be careful, because the only real reason why I'm saying that is a method to my madness as I smoke my method. The moon in Capricorn is quincunx to Mars. So today, if you come against something that is somewhat like perfection, or you're seeing in a perfect way, or being self-righteous about a thing, you can get irritated and then get pissed off. Mars. You can go into confrontation, you can agitate a thing, and all of a sudden want to confront somebody because I thought you was the motherfucker. I thought you was gonna save my life. I thought you was gonna be the one, be the one. No, actually, you're the one, boo boo. Nobody outside you is the one. You got the one inside you, God, Spirit, the Most High. Everything that you need is in you. So do not ever put anybody else up there in some Capricorn way. And don't get irritated by it today if it happens. All right? Know that you have the strength. You got the juice now. Oh, I'm tired and I'm goofy. That's a terrible combination. Yo, on a Monday today, the moon, that's what that is. Here we go. The moon is a sextile in Neptune. That's a beautiful thing. But the two words that I wrote next to that little aspect right there is zoning out. You want to zone out today? I know I want to get lost in some music. I want to escape. Although there's work that I am doing, I'm going to shut it down very quickly so I can just zone out, like I said, and be in that Neptunian space and love the colors that I am. That's that. Anyway, the moon will trine Mercury. Ow, so that Mercury is going direct and the moon is in harmony with it. That's another beautiful thing, ain't it? Yes, yes, y'all. To the beach, y'all. Y'all know what I mean by that? When the moon is on the same alignment of Mercury, it's like, oh, I almost want to sing, Can You Feel a Brand New Day out this motherfucker with Eveline flush down the toilet. Why? Because your emotions are now coming in alignment, coming in sync with how we're speaking, how we're thinking, how we're communicating. It's harmony. So the things that you did, possibly, or I should say, the things that you said and how you communicated a thing, a couple of weeks ago, last week, even yesterday, possibly, maybe, as Mercury was going direct, which is a really hard time too, right? As Mercury was going direct, you may have cursed somebody out. Today would be a good day to apologize. I'm just saying, today would be a great day to tell people why you've been holding your tongue. Today would be a great day to express to people how you misunderstood them, or how you felt, you misunderstood me, and I'd like to know why. Ask qualifying questions and what's going on in people's lives. You understand what I'm saying? Basically, match your feeling up with the lack of communication that was happening. Now that communication is moving, seal that thing off, round it about, take it full circle and ask the question so you can feel better and the next person can feel better too. And we can move on through. So, as I slide into the next aspect of that thing, eyebrow, exclamation. The moon is conjunct Pluto. So even though it's going redirect, or retrograde. Even though it's going retrograde, the moon is conjuncting Pluto. So if we're speaking what we're speaking, connecting to our feelings, like I said, with the moon trine and Mercury, as the moon conjuncts Pluto, now we can reclaim our power. Now we can move forward. Now we can find a way to transform Pluto. Y'all get that? Yes, yes, y'all. All right. Tuesday, tomorrow, the moon goes into Aquarius. Aquarius. See, Neptune hooking up with the moon. Y'all got me singing. All the music want to come through the clouds. I love it. Tomorrow, I entitled A Feel Good Day with an exclamation point and a question mark. Because it depends. It's up to you. It's your perspective, boo boo. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. This is your life. But there's a lot of wonderful aspects, or I should say, not a lot, two, that are really, really stellar in the sky. And I want you to take a hold of that. The moon is sextile in Jupiter, that's going reverse. That's a good thing, because what negative or debilitating emotions have hijacked your blessings and your good feelings lately? Get your power back in that. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Get your power back in that. If the moon is sextile and Jupiter reversed, the moon is saying, y'all want to feel good about anything that's leaving, anything that's transforming, any negative or disrupting feelings that we may be having, blessings or opportunities that may be coming in and out. I just want to let it go. I don't want to hold on to anything. Redirect that feeling, okay? Make sure you feel good inside tomorrow. Make sure you choose the exclamation point is the point. With the moon and is the point. With the moon trine in Venus, discover the passion. After you done took the blessings and got the opportunities and the optimism and the feel good, discover the passion behind that thing when the moon trines Venus. Yep. Do that thing and avoid any distractions. I never understood my mother and all those elders when I was younger, and they used to say, misery loves company. That statement is deeper than actually what it sounds, because people will tell you almost anything. People will exit your life. People will call you everything but the son of God because they feel that about themselves, right? And basically want you to be miserable. When the moon is conjuncting, trine in Venus tomorrow, and the moon is sextile in Jupiter, we ain't got time to be sitting around fucking pity partying and dealing with people's passive aggression and trying to figure out if I'm worth it, if I'm loved, if you're loved, if you're worth it. Be loved. The moon trines Venus. Be loved. Discover the passion. Discover all of this stuff afterwards. Discover that you are the blessing. Come on now. I always read this and I don't know why it keeps coming up. Love the ones that love you. If they're not spending the time, the energy to love you, kick rocks, man. Who wants to sit around and wait for you to change your mind on how dope I am? I'm already dope. Ow. That was a slow ass, tired ow. Sonia, get it together. What's up, LB? How you doing, honey bun? Hi, Monica Tenjin. Where you been? I'm about to give you a beat. Where you been? Milana Howard is here. I'm only love. Get down on it, Desiree. Get down on it. So on Wednesday, right? So Tuesday, mark that day tomorrow as a feel good day. Feel good tonight going up until tomorrow, all right? Like for real. Just claim it so you can feel good all over. I mean, there's things that are going on. Shit is changing. People are dying. People losing their house. Things are happening. But let me tell you honestly, that's life. That is life. Can we not get used to the fact that there's always going to be something that's going down? Oftentimes, you got to step into the throes of happiness. You got to just step in and be like, get it on me. Take your shirt off in the middle of the street. Be like, fuck it, I don't care. Get it on me. Find it tomorrow. Utilize that exclamation point. On Wednesday, the moon goes into Aquarius. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting because the moon is going to square, what's that planet? Uranus, going reverse. The moon in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus going reverse. But bust this, Uranus is Aquarius's planet. So it's like an interesting kind of face off for sure. But you know what I thought about when I was writing these notes? I thought about this awesome card in my tarot deck that I use to do my readings, my 90-minute readings. Basically, squirrel, my 90-minute readings of me connecting to your ancestors and guides. I see them and they say hello. And then they stick around and we do your natal chart. And then they stick around and we actually, in the third part, we pick out these tarot cards to solidify your entire read. It's a lot of information, but it's awesome and it's recorded and it's on Zoom. So get yours. So the thing about it, when I was doing this thing, I saw in my deck the miser card. I used to get that card all the time, y'all. I hated getting that card. It's this ugly lady that's turned around looking at you, hoarding all of her jewels and her furs and all of her fancy fucking luxurious possessions and not wanting to give it up to anybody. That's the feeling I got with the moon in Aquarius squaring Uranus. Why? Because Uranus is all about the change, but Uranus is rebellious, but Uranus is going backwards. So it's leaving a lot of its uniqueness. Understand this. It's leaving a lot of its uniqueness and its individuality in order to trade it in for something else. Ugh. It's hairy and it's weird. And at some particular time, you're going to feel like, no, that's mine. Don't touch that. That's mine, because it's squaring the feeling. It's squaring Aquarius. It's squaring the fact that Aquarius is like, I'm an individual anyway. So you taking my individuality from me anyway? No, that's mine. It's a hoarding kind of feeling. Does that make sense? Oh, I can't stand that gosh darn card. But it always reminds me to loosen up, to open up, to take your armor off, to share. Oftentimes we want to possess things, and I'll be truthful with you. Anybody got Cancer in them, they have felt this before, because Cancer energy is incredibly possessive. Okay, please understand that, know that it's incredibly possessive from an emotional standpoint. So sometimes when that Cancer energy, or anybody can feel like this, because remember, we have all 12 signs in our chart. Get that. Anybody can feel like that. You want to hold on to something, but this thing is about holding on to your identity, your individuality. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, somebody may threaten that. Cuidado, be careful. Don't take it too personal. All right. Continue to change and change and rework how you want to put yourself out into the world, as Uranus is going retrograde. And then when it goes direct, we'll be better for it. I got to get this napkin right here. Also on Wednesday, the moon is what's that word? Conjuncting Saturn, that's going reverse. Still do the work. Time to do the work. You want to do the work, so do the work. It's time to work. It's time to move forward. It's time to create those disciplines again. Like last week we were saying, the rituals, even time to, forgive your dad. Time for those limitations and restrictions to just say bye-bye and do some new things. Try something new. Try something crazy. Not necessarily crazy and unique like Uranus, but try to work at doing something else. Try a different work ethic is the point. Is what I'm saying with that. And we'll have the energy because the moon is trining Mars. Movement now. Action. Show up for somebody other than yourself. Oh shit, did Sonya say that? Yeah. You know why? Because the moon in Aquarius is trining Mars in if it's a trine, and Mars is either in Gemini or Libra. Sonia, it's in Gemini. Mars is in Gemini. So basically, I say do for something else, because Gemini is a very service orientated sign. It really, really is. It's dual nature, multiplicity type of attitude, compartmental type of attitude, allows for it to do for itself while it's doing for everybody else, right? And also the moon being in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about humanity, all about somebody else other than them, because they like to be attached. That energy is very detached. So I'll take care of you, and then I'll go take care of me later. But I'll take care of you. It's all about you. So the bottom line, with the moon trining Mars on Wednesday, do for somebody else. Get out of your own head. Like, for real. Oftentimes we stay depressed and in spaces that do not benefit us because we're too worried about our own shit. I think I mentioned this before on YouTube, but I think I'll say it again. I honestly think it's worth repeating, because sometimes that helps us to snap out of it. There's a lot of babies in the hospital, man, that are born to mothers that don't want them. Go to the hospital, sit with a baby or two. You know what I mean? Go visit an elderly person. You know what I'm saying? Go feed the homeless. Go do something. Just go to your friend's house and make her dinner for once, instead of you always asking her to make you dinner, or y'all always going out to lunch or dinner and having somebody make you dinner. Help a person out, help a friend out. All I'm saying is get out of your head. Get out of your head. We're trying to get up out of the mud with all of these retros going direct. Mercury being the first of 6, I do know that's true. So we're still kind of slow in a sense, but our mind is clear. We can make some clear ass decisions to go help somebody else and stop thinking about us and stop obsessing over us. It's not just about you, boo-boo. It's not just about you. On Thursday, the moon goes into Pisces. I like when the moon is in Pisces. I love when the moon is in almost every sign, to be truthful with you, other than Aries, because it just bugs me out sometimes. But that's just my perspective. Don't quote. But the bottom line is, when the moon is in Pisces, everything gets to get a little bit more intuitive, and you get a little bit more psychic, and you start seeing things, feeling things, knowing things to be true without the proof. It bugs some people out, those rational and realistic people out. But oftentimes it allows you to see just how strong you are. It allows you to see how connected you are, how spiritual you can be. It allows you to see how freaking magic, how in tune you are. So utilize that moon in Pisces on Thursday All right. Mercury trines Pluto going reversed on Thursday. That's the only aspect for us to talk about. Use communication to reestablish your position, your power, and your transformation. Now that Mercury is going direct, take your claim, take your square back, take your power back. You know, squirrel, I've been making a habit of doing that. Whenever I feel like I've left a conversation powerless, or I've left a situation like feeling like they just drained the fuck out of me and I allowed them to do it. Like when you sit there going, what just happened? Who just robbed me and took my heart? I started saying, I take my power back. Consciously, out loud, walking around in my apartment, going, I take my power back. I take my power back. Seeing the person and the situation, even calling out a name that has robbed me in that sense. And again, I could have given them 100,000% permission, but I take it back. I take the energy back. That's what Thursday's about. Because if Mercury is saying it, communicating it, thinking it, processing the information, it's trining in harmony with Pluto going reverse. And Pluto is about power. Pluto reverse is about leaking that power out in a way in which you, again, you don't even know what's happening. You just get robbed, like sideswiped and shit. Then you can utilize, especially on that day, that affirmation. I take my power back from so and so. And say it in the light of God. I take my power back so you can feel pumped up as opposed to you robbing them. Does that make sense? In our mind's eye, it's all about perspective and it's all about energy, as y'all already know. So as you're saying that, please do your best not to be facetious and saying, I'm taking it back from you because you robbed it from me. No, 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 no. Energy is energy. Just take it back. We don't have to put any attitude on it. We don't have to be sarcastic or any other kind of emotion in order to feel powerful from that particular situation. We're taking power back from anything and everything without a name so we can remain powerful and transform through this time. Does that make sense to y'all? I hope so. That's Thursday. Friday, the moon will quincunx the sun, irritated by not shining like you expected. Come on now, be easy on yourself. Don't be a pushover, but find the balance. Find the balance. Okay. The thing about the sun going up against the moon in an irritating kind of way, it's almost like who's going to win? Is it going to be my feelings or my ego? And I'm kind of fucked up about it. I'm kind of irritated about it because nobody told me that the moon or my feelings are going to come in and kind of wreck the situation, you know, an understanding of a thing. And nobody told me that my ego was going to be here. So it's almost like they're facing off. Well, who's going to win? I don't know right now, but does it freaking matter? Can we just be easy on ourselves for a minute? We're working way too fucking hard to try to pick a side. You understand? I can't tell you that enough. I just want that t-shirt. Be easy on yourself. It's a very, very, very common statement, but how many of you do it? I want to hear some answers. Like for real, for real. How do you consciously snap in by being easy on yourself? What do you tell yourself? What do you tell somebody else in order to present a boundary? How do you physically react? Do you breathe? Do you sit down to be easy on yourself? Do you massage the points in between your thumb and your index finger to relieve your head? Do you give yourself a nice little mini massage? Do you stretch on the floor? What do you do to be easy on yourself? How do you think? How's your conversations in your mind? It's okay, Sonia. We're going to be all right. We'll get that one next time. It's all right. How do you honestly, encourage yourself to move through? I keep saying it and I will continue to say it only because it's about perspective. If we don't look at certain things in a perspective that helps us, all things will be doomsday. We will see all the negative. If we're not easy on ourselves and inviting love in our life, then we're going to see the contrary. We're going to see the leftovers. Does that make sense to y'all? Come on now. It's about time. Be easy on yourself. What do you do? Tell each other, please. Give each other some advice on what to do to be easy on you. That gets us through the line. What line you say? That line that you on that's hella long, wrapped around a building to go see Michael Jackson or something. I know he dead, but at the same day, at the same time, if Mike was alive, y'all would be wrapped around the building. What would you do to get through that moment? Just the fact that you know you're gonna see Michael Jackson? Nah, you got to be easy on yourself. You got to dance a little bit. You got to have a little bit to drink on the line. You got to be easy. You got to find things to push you through until you get to the top of the line and you go see your maker or Michael Jackson, whichever one comes first. Y'all get that? I hope you like my analogies and you get my heart, more importantly. On Friday, the moon, oh, I said that already. Also want to add that on that day with the moon quincunxing the sun and being irritated and the whole be easy on yourself rundown thing I just gave you, the moon will be squaring Mars. It feels like things are starting and stopping that day. You may think, okay, Mercury's retrograde, bitch, get up, let's go, let's sign that contract, On Friday, with the moon squaring Mars, some people are having a hard time deciding if they want to start because their emotions are getting in the way. Maybe they get a little fearful. Maybe they feel like, I did too much. Maybe they feel like I didn't do enough. I need to do some more research. You understand what I'm saying? This is Friday, the start and stop. Maybe somebody else in the, excuse me, y'all. Maybe somebody else on the team is a little scary. Maybe something happened to them or something happened to the people in their family and they have to start and stop. Patience. Patience is all I'm going to say, because you're going to feel that. Everybody wants to move now. Everybody wants to do something, get up out of the mud. And you can make a misstep on Friday as the moon squares that Mars. And it's also about anger too. So if you make this misstep and if you're not patient with yourself or somebody else, actually it can end up in a blow up. We ain't got time for that. Like I said before, I don't have enough money to get you out of jail. No 25 to life this time, all right? I'm glad that y'all are sharing. I'm glad that y'all sharing. Hi, Danielle. How you doing, sweet ass Taurus, you? On Saturday, we almost done with this thing. Pluto goes direct. Boom, bah, boom, 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 bah. Now, here's the deal. Did you pay attention to all of those? And I should have kind of gave you a little, I should have prefaced it with that like I normally do, but I forget. Pay attention, rewind selector, all of the aspects in this particular week that has to do with Pluto. I'll run them down real quick. On Monday, the moon will today conjunct Pluto. On Thursday, Mercury will trine Pluto. On Saturday, the moon will sextile Pluto. You dig what I'm saying? And that's that. But that's three important little positions that leads up to on Saturday, Pluto going direct. So y'all know how I teach. And if you don't, it's about paying attention to these signals. It's about paying attention to what happens to this particular heavenly body before it actually makes a major turn and doesn't about face or it goes direct again. You need to know what it's doing to set you up for that moment. You dig? So I'm not going to go through what I just said again, but I want you to go back and check that out to know that on Saturday, when it's time to go direct, you got to lock it in place. Okay, I got my power now. I feel this way about this. My emotions are okay with my power. I'm standing on my square now. I'm taking my power back from anybody and everybody. I'm getting my head together. I'm not obsessing. I'm not being that miser kind of lady holding on to all my possessions, or miser dude holding on to all my possessions. No, the power is within me. It's within me. Come and bum rush me if you want, but you're going to have to slip me down the middle, go inside and check out my DNA and get that power. Because that's where it lies, motherfucker, in my DNA on the coast of Africa. I'm just saying. The thing is that on Saturday, be ready to feel like this. Dun, 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 dun. I said that last week, huh? Dun, 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 dun. Or that Wonder Woman, and you want to do a twirl kind of situation around 5:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why? Because your power is lifting you back up, coming through your toes. It's going, you know what? It's time to go. It's time to feel that transformation. It's time to feel that evolution. It's time to intimidate in the best way, not other people. Intimidate your damn self. I thought you was going to do that. I am going to do that. Well, now's the time because Pluto is going direct. Well, all right, bitch, let's do it. You need me to intimidate you? No. You want me to call your mother? The hell is wrong with me? Yo, does anybody do that? I just want to know. Does anybody talk to themselves like that? I know I do. Because sometimes I need me on my side, the better side of me on my side. And they have to be vocal. They got to be outright, like real plain and visible. So do that for yourself, all right? Oh, this goofy chick. On Saturday, also, you're going to love that. The fact that Pluto's going direct because the moon will sextile Pluto, feeling the need to step in your powerful shoes. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level, 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 level. That's what that's about. Let's go. Pump up the intimidation, pump up the transformation. Evolve. It's time to evolve. It's time to go. I like that feeling. The moon is opposition Mercury. Make sure you intuit what needs to be said in detail. Ooh, I love that sentence. As I was writing it, I was like, ooh, that's kind of dope, Sonia. You know why? Because the moon will be in Pisces at the time, right? And it's going to be opposite Mercury and Virgo. Virgo is the opposite of Pisces, right? So make sure you intuit with the moon in Pisces, the intuition through your prayers, through your meditation, through those little hits that hit you in the shower, like I should do. Make sure you take those hits, create some type of passion around it, some need to find out, and then get the details in order to execute that thing when it needs to be executed. Does that make sense? Like think of the details, like plan for the details, strategize the details, Mercury style. Talk about the details with your honey or with a good friend, with your best friend, somebody you trust in a sacred space to say, you know, I intuited this idea. Can we hash out some details real quick? Because I think it can go. You understand what I'm saying? Help me figure this out. Help me to be critical. Squirrel, I did the soul and sound thing yesterday with a wonderful astrologer named Jeanette. She's bomb. Inner Sanctuary is her handle, I believe. Sometimes I'm terrible with names and all kinds of titles. I'm just an old lady like that. But in any case, she's so sweet. And she helped me to get a different spin on Virgo energy because she has a Virgo moon, Cancer, Sun, and a Libra rise. Anyway, the bottom line is she was saying that Virgo energy, even though it's incredibly critical, and this is what I knew and know, but I love the way she said it. She said, criticism is good if there's a solution. And I said, Jeanette, that just blew my head because for a lot of years, I have almost pushed back Virgo energy to go, why are you so critical? Why are you so critical? But I've noticed that there are some Virgo energy. And I say Virgo energy, whether it's in the person, whether it's your rising, your sun, or whatever, right? Virgo is an energy. These constellations are energy, and it shows up in people because that's their sun sign. The bottom line, I started to say, yes, that makes so much sense to me, Jeanette, because when people criticize, but they say, but like Sonia, I don't like that shirt, but there's another shirt down the street that I saw that would look great on you. You want to go check it out? First of all, why you don't like my shirt? Oh, because of this and that and blah, 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 blah. And don't look, you might be right because it has too much fabric over here. Okay, let's go see that other shirt. At least a person comes with a solution. So my bottom line is on Saturday, when you intuit that thing through the moon, through your emotions, and it's opposition Mercury, now that it's direct, find a detailed solution, even though it may be critical for what it is that you need to do, say, execute, strategize, or plan. Don't just sit there and be critical about a thing, is the point that Jeanette was saying to me. If you're going to be critical, you're going to allow people to be critical around you. What's the plan? What's the solution around that? Just don't be sitting there talking shit about me because you don't like my shirt. That ain't nice. You just choose not to be nice and just criticize. Y'all dig what I'm saying? Yes, yes, y'all. Y'all feel that? Did that blow your head in a way? Just one simple word, solution. Love it. Saturday, also the moon will, what that word is, conjunct. It will be in conjunction to Jupiter. Why? Because somewhere throughout the day, that moon is going to go into Aries, right? Gearing up for that Sunday Aries full moon. So at the end of the day, when it's in Aries on Saturday, it will conjunct Jupiter, trying to bring out the good feelings, trying to end Saturday on a good note before the blow up on Sunday. Full moon in Aries, 4:55 p.m. Explosive, forthcoming emotions that can release all kinds of shit, including the brat in you. Aries energy is so bratish, so incredibly bratish. And I believe Leo energy is too. And on some level, Sagittarius energy is too, in three different types of ways. But that Saturn, that Aries energy is bratish in the sense that it wants it to always be about them. And it may sound like it's selfish, but that's a different thing than self-centeredness, right? The self-centeredness in Aries energy with this full moon swelling is not only what about me, I need what I need emotionally, full moon in Aries. I need what I need emotionally, and you're not giving it to me, so I'm gonna blow. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm the motherfucking brat and the baby in the room. I'm throwing shit, I'm having a tantrum, I'm being explosive. Do y'all hear where I'm coming from? Full moon in Aries ain't never ever nice. Thank you, 43 people, for being in here. I'd love some thumbs up so YouTube knows I'm doing what I'm doing. If you like what I'm saying, if you're just sitting there going, I'm gonna wait till she's finished and then I'll do it, that's cool too. But if you like what I'm saying thus far, get on YouTube and hit that little thumbs up thing and make it happen, Captain. I appreciate you. It makes me feel good. In any case, that full moon in Aries is showing that thing. Please, 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 and very please listen. And those that need to really, really, really be in aware of it, I should say, are Cancers, Capricorn, or if you have Cancer and Capricorn in your Sun, Moon, and Rise, or your Mars, or if you have an Aries Mars. I'm just saying. You have the most propensity to blow up. Everybody else will be cleaning up your shit. Watch out. It's just not a good feel. And there's nothing else happening. I'm lying. There's one other aspect. The moon sextiles Saturn. Well, there you go. Cleaning it up. So at some point when the full moon can blow up, has a propensity to blow up, at least you want to do the work. At least you want to clean it up. At least Saturn is coming in there going, all right. What's the lesson behind it? What's the fear behind it? Let's figure it out. Why'd you blow up? Why'd you call him a fat elephant, ham and cheese, knucklehead? Like, what? Why you? Why? Like, why? Can we talk about it? Can we work on it? Is what that moon sextile and Saturn going reverse is all about. So listen, don't just rely on Saturn to kind of get you out of the dumps on Sunday if something were to pop off, all right? Just be nice. And if you can't be nice, keep your mouth shut. Stay your ass home. Stay your wrinkly ass home so you don't mess up everybody else's time. That's all I'm going to say. All right, what's your Sun, Moon, and Rise? So I can get up off of this thing. You mean we going to do this under an hour today? Yes, that's why. That's right, we are. I appreciate 7 people giving me that thumbs up because it went from 23 to 30. That's 7, right? I don't do math too quickly. Thank you, sweet tea. I appreciate that. Anybody want a quick read? Sun, Moon, and Rise? Lacey Alexander. Love all your readings. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're just buttering me up, though, Lacey. What you buttering me up? And I don't think I've ever read this configuration. My sun is in Capricorn, moon in Scorpio, rising is Taurus. Sun, Cap, Moon, Scorpio, rising Taurus. You know, I love let me start all over. There are times when that Taurus rise is absolutely necessary, right? And this is for anybody's rising. It could be a rising Aries, rising. Everybody has an up and a down. That Taurus rising is good for being calm in a situation, especially in like some type of blow up situation. On Sunday, you'll be the calm in the storm. That's for ding dong. When that full moon goes in Aries. But the thing about it is too that calm can also look too calm, which means that sometimes there's no rise out of you and nobody knows how you feel. Remember the rising, oh, no pun intended, but the rising in the ascendant sign is how you show up, right? It's what people see straight away. So even though you are Capricorn, let me go back to that. So even though you are Capricorn, and Capricorn energy, please don't take this as a dig, anybody. Capricorn energy is not the most jovial sign in the zodiac, okay? That would be Sag or maybe Gemini, maybe Leo on a good day. But the bottom line is that Capricorn is always serious, always trying to get some work done or whatever. So if you're a Taurus rise Capricorn sun, you're already rooted in some serious shit. You're already calm, You already trying to, you're being a little stubborn, a little standoffish when people approach you. And then the Capricorn's like, yep, that's right, because we got work to do. What's the problem? We trying to get to the mountain. Your moon in Scorpio throws another wrench because both Scorpio and Capricorn are the most controlling signs of the zodiac, right? But Scorpio at least can allow you to be emotional. That's a beautiful thing. The wrench that it throws in is the control piece. Taurus is controlled for sure. Capricorn is controlled for sure, right? Because it's right, because it wants to be perfect. And then that Scorpio moon is controlled because it doesn't want anybody to hurt them. Because if it does, we got a problem. I might shank you, is what that Scorpio moon says. But the bottom line is this: like, we don't need to shank anybody. The Scorpio moon, although that you've had some kind of information, or I should say some wonderful, gosh, Sonia, some wonderful lessons with your mom and your family throughout your life, especially your mom. You're also a very deep person and a very creative person, a very passionate person, one who's incredibly determined, willful, really, really loyal. You are one to rock with, that's for sure, when it comes to some loyalty. I love loyal people. Oh, I love loyal people because you know where they stand. You know where they at. You know if you ask them to come at 5:55 a.m., they'll be there. That's you, honey bun. But you got to loosen up every now and again and utilize your moon in Scorpio to do some wild, crazy things sometimes. Like walk that edge, not like Scorpio deep, dark edge, but walk the edge of adventure oftentimes to remind yourself that you're alive in the best way possible. Ooh, that goes a little deeper, but I'm not going there. I'm not going there today. I hope that helps you. I really, really hope that helps you. Who else is here? Asha Basha, what's up? How are you, sweetie pie? That's my niece, y'all. Happy solar return. Your cute self. How you been? I saw your sister the other day. Okay, who else is on here I can do a little read for? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Lovely. A sun in Aries, moon in Sag, and a Virgo rising. Sun in Aries, moon in Sag, sun in Aries, moon in Sag, and a Virgo rise. Well, that Virgo rise helps to tame all that fire. That's for ding dong damn sure. Glad you got that Virgo on the rise. Although sometimes that Virgo rise can go into denial. You have to be really, really careful about that. Virgo rising is incredibly service orientated and ultimately the sweetest motherfucker on the planet. When you have a Virgo rise, you are so sweet and you do for everybody and anybody. Your caring meter is off the freaking Richter. However, some never, with that Aries and that Sag in tow, you know they don't care. That Aries energy, I just said it was a big old brat. The Aries energy and that Sag energy, ooh wee, it's on its own mission. It's not only self-centered, it's like, catch me if you can, bitches. I'm out of here. I ain't got time for you. Which allows you oftentimes, sweetie pie face, to go back and forth. To go back and forth, meaning you're like 1 minute you're caring and you're out there saving the world and visiting hospitals and kissing babies, and the next minute you're like, I'm out. I'm going to the mountains. Y'all can kick rocks. I don't care about nobody. And that's just who you are. There's no judgment in any of these reads that I do, y'all. Even though I may sound funny and I come off funny and a little facetious and I talk shit, there's no judgment. This is all in play, and this is a lot to allow you to see the deeper meaning of what it is that I'm saying. For sure. All right. Just wanted to put that out there. But your Sag and your Aries keeps you resourceful. It keeps you moving, industrious, doing things. Again, just watch that when that Virgo comes up. And I'm only cautioning you because when that Virgo rise comes up, it's coming up to defend you. It's coming up to protect you. It's coming up to show you, possibly maybe this shit ain't perfect. Possibly maybe we should be criticizing ourselves and everybody else around this particular situation. It ain't right. Possibly maybe, don't do that. And if you can't find a rationale around it, you just go into denial and you'll shut it down, which will give your Aries and Sag the permission to do whatever the fuck it wants to do, because now you're in denial. You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who burned that building down? Not me. Just be careful, honey bun. That's all. Okay. I'm out of this piece because I gotta walk this little puppy right now. And I just wanted to come on and say hello and to drop some information for those that need it, want it, desire it. Here I is. You want a reading? Please go to the description box below. Sign up for that thing. Like I said, I do couples reads as well. Oh, now I got 40 thumbs up. Much love to you all. Hi, Sam Flowers. How you doing? I ain't seen you in a while either. Y'all have an awesome week, all right? And watch out for that moon in Aries, please, and very please. That full moon at the end of the week, all right? Oftentimes we feel it swelling before that date. So if you're feeling a little bit, get on you on Saturday, even Friday night, right? Just tiptoe and use your words. Use your words. And if somebody is taking your words out of content, I'm gonna let you have that. You're right. We could talk about it another time. Don't worry about it. Those are the responses. Why? Because people want to win, man. People want to win. The brat wants to win. That Aries energy wants to win because babies need to feel validated. I'm just saying, they knew. I'm new. Watch me. That's that energy. You dig? What about me? Don't let it get on you, y'all. Be adults. Talk. All right. I love you. Have a good week.